Kia ora, Earth signs. Thank you for joining me. We've got your cards laid out face down. We've got a couple of journey map cards face down also, and a Kincran's Animal Spirit. So we've got this shortened Celtic cross. We're doing the earth elements today, so Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This is a reading for you. And again, as always, it is a general reading, but we're just incorporating signs into each element this week. So on that note, let us begin. We'll flip these cards over. Let's have a look at the central point, shortened Celtic cross. We have what is very much you, the Queen of Wands, a very focused, a very driven person, male or female, gender is not important. But we see she has made, or he has made, queendom. It's a strong position. There's either some restriction here, or some lack of focus. We want to know that our intentions are the best, actually, for ourselves, but also for others, that our intentions, we've really sort of looked at them. I say this because the Queen, strong and really driven character, is crossed by the Prince of Swords. Either aspects of yourself this card represents, or someone in your life. Very, look, there's a reason for this Prince of Swords being pulled along by what are described as, in the Thoth deck, by fairies. These little fairy figures are really literally thought forms. There's a lack of decision here, or decision making going on with this prince, and there is a reason for being sort of pulled in many directions just for a period of time. There's always reasons for that. So this could be someone in your life, or aspects of yourself at the moment. If it is aspects, if that's how you see it, the basis of all of this is the Seven of Wands. There's a dampening of productive firepower here. There's a, as I say, restriction. There's a we see the Six of Wands, which is a really wonderful winning card, but when we get to the Seven, we see this sort of resistance in the Seven. Now, it's usually an internal thing. It's not necessarily coming from your outside world as something being directed at you. It can often be an internal process, but the Seven of Wands, it can also be about having to stand up for your principles, having to stand up for your beliefs, having to draw the line actually in the sand. So, however this sort of rolls for you, lovely earth signs, there is it feels like a bit of a tense time. A little bit of a tense time. What is behind you is the Four of Discs. We will go through and clarify this, and do remember they are very general readings. Four of Discs in what has just passed. Wonderful, strong card. This is a structure which is literally sealed apart from one way in and one way out in the Thoth deck, and that's through Malkut. This is the fruit on the bough of the tree. This is through the earth plane, access through the earth plane. So in some ways you could see it as a very literal card. Often it is a person holding coins over their vital organs, possibly needing to let something go. And earth signs, I do feel that, you know, like a critical mass, you know, when something just has to be tossed off, or the pressure build up, you know, something needs to be released. There's a release valve in here somewhere. Now, interestingly, maybe there is some conflict going on in your life. I mean, the only way that we understand or allow others sometimes to understand where we're coming from is to have conflict. It serves a purpose. It doesn't have to be awful. It can bring about some great new insights and a clearer direction to go in. Current position, we have the Princess of Swords. Again, we've got this level of tension where but you know, earth sign, I do see that initial Queen of Wands in a really powerful position here. It's like possibly other people are throwing themselves up against you. You know, there's a going on. We have the Princess of Swords, who is really in defense mode here, but she can't see anything, or he, because there's all this cloud, you know, obscuring. It's like a it's just scattered thought, as in similarity here with this Prince of Swords. This is very scattered energy. It's not actually focused on anything. And in fact, with the Princess, she can't even see. She can't see. But she is defending herself from the unseen. At some point, the clouds get blown away. So neither of these states are prolonged. Anyway, moving forward, we will clarify. We have the Ten of Cups, which is an amazing card. As I said, we need conflict sometimes in order to clear the way forward, in order to bring some nice new things in. Ten of Cups, yes, tens are really the end of a cycle, but you see the bounty, your emotional bounty in your world all around you. It is in material form around you. It's like emotional work, but you're seeing it. It's around you. You're experiencing it. You're also experiencing a lot of there's a level here of resistance. So interesting. The card, extra card that came out here, Two of Discs. It's a period of change. So we're changing the rules a little bit, it feels like, was what I hear. Changing the boundary lines. We're altering the scripts. Now, whether that's you, with others, with family, or whatever it is, in a work environment, it could be honestly anything. But there is a level of resistance. There's a period where I think it's good to look at the positives, because you're going through a period of change. So there's always going to be a level of unsettling feeling or discomfort or conflict, whether that's even just within yourself, earth signs. So let's just go through and clarify a wee bit here. What is this? Well, I'm interested as the basis of this reading, the Seven of Wands. As I said before, it's not necessarily, this is like a, when something just goes, something has to give. So it's a pressure valve. It doesn't last long. We're looking at the Seven of Wands. We get the Eight of Wands. This is new information coming through. And it's also about, you know, clearing the clouds. So I think quite swiftly you will have more insight or clarity into what appears to be an unsettling or difficult scenario, Earth signs. We have the Eight of Wands. New information coming in, new clarity, all of that great stuff. We just have a look at this Prince of Swords. It's a gift in disguise. As I said before, it is a gift in disguise. All of these states exist for a reason, for a purpose, and are not long-standing. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new doorway. It's a threshold of bounty. So whatever's going on here, it has, as all coins do, two sides, if that makes sense, Earth signs. And let's just have a wee look at the Princess. Princess, we have Justice, we have the Three of Wands, and we have the 10, another 10. Not long standing, not long lasting, I should say. But this is a process, really, Earth signs, or of pretty much all about rebalance. Of course, we have Justice here with her scales, also with one sword. But clear sight. We have the Three of Wands, where we've been on a journey anyway. There's nothing in front of us, because we can see the lay of the land. There's nothing in front of us that's going to trip us up. So we don't necessarily need to be too defensive here. I do see that maybe these are personalities that you're dealing with in your life currently, or it could be, you know, it could be aspects of yourself. Take what resonates for you. But and then again, another 10. Say yes for the end of the cycle. But you know, the 10 of discs is about you know, all the bounty of family and what we see as value surrounding us, our life. This is, you know, home, family, values. This is where we, you know, whether it's the family home that we grew up in, whether it's, you know, loyalties that have shifted and changed over the years or not, values that have shifted and changed over the years or not. This is our ancestry as well, and our root chakra, our foundation. So, you know, it's pretty big stuff here, Earth signs. It's pretty big. But to me, it's like a level of conflict, yes. But it is for a purpose. And in the long run, for probably quite a positive outcome. It's been worked upon for a long time. Well, something's been worked at for quite a long time here. And we're just trying to perfect it. And maybe this is the last part of the process. Can we just look at the Two of Discs? Too many there, sorry. Two of Discs and Two of Discs, please, for Earth signs. There's also a level of something in here of recognition that one needs wants recognition, or one needs to be recognized, or something feels like it's not been recognized. We have the Five of Wands coming out, which can be, you know, with the Seven of Wands as the basis of this, the Five of Wands can be an internal conflict again. Not so much you sort of projecting outward with your standing up, you know, for your beliefs or whatever. It's more of a period of time where there is that level of discomfort within oneself, because there's big shifts or changes going on. And so it could be whoever this is for out there, or whoever resonates with it. It could be, and we bring it back to the beginning, and that it could be in regards to a relationship. I'll show you why I say that. So we had that Five of Wands. This is laying boundaries down. I just want to see the like what this is made of. You know, this is what I hear. What this is made of. I want to see it. You know, if something's going to fall down, I want to see it fall down. If something's robust, I want to see that strength. We have, I do see it in terms of a relationship as well, but there could be a lot of other people involved here. Not just one other person. Then we have strength. So we understand, dear earth signs, you understand the various aspects of your own psyche. You understand that, presenting as the Queen initially, the Queen of Wands. So this card of strength, and it's called Lust in the Thoth deck, it's like the goddess riding the many-headed beast, you know. You understand what this is all about, and it's an internal understanding of your own psyche that gives you strength, because you have insight. That gives you strength. With that, we get the Two of Cups, a card of great mutuality, of great harmony and balance. It is also a card of choice. It's very much like the Lovers card. It is a choice to offer our cup in this mutual, lovely way, you know. So it could be representative of a particular relationship, but let's just get a few Pixie and Fairies from Brian Froud's deck. And, you know, it's interesting times, of course, that we live in. And, I mean, really can't sort of say any more than that, can you? A couple of cards come out from the Pixie and Fairies. We get Luathis the Wild. This is all or nothing card, because it's a card of speed, and it sort of indicates there's not really it needs to be managed, I guess. Something needs to be managed here, because as the name suggests, Luathis the Wild, there's no break, and it is all about speed. It's also about, you know, growth and new growth and all of that, but it's full on, and maybe something's happening here, and it feels like, earth signs, that you're not fully in control. You know, and that in itself is certainly something that a lot of people are possibly feeling at the moment. The thing is that there is a transformation going on. This is a Singer of Transfiguration. Phoenix rises from the flame, or more to the point, from the ashes. This beautiful, just always reminds me of a wonderful spine. Transformation. I think there's a transformation occurring faster than what you comfortably, than what you are comfortable with at this current time. Let's just see what the journey map has for you. This is like, we've got a card of desire here. This is about feeling the rush of, well, desire. We all know what desire is. But this is emanating out into the world. It's strangely enough, it's spinal energy. It's kundalini rising. It's a great rush. And the light is pouring out. Whew, this is a big, big one. With that, we have the crossroads. There is a time, and there will be a time to make a choice, earth signs. Whatever this is about. Could be about many, many different things. Kim Cran's animal card. What I do say and see, yes, it is about transformation. We have the butterfly. What more can you say, you know? Butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. Clean sweep, trifecta, you could say. Transformations are afoot. Very uncomfortable, but always necessary. On that note, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's read, and do check out the other elements, signs as well for greater insight. And we'll see you for the full moon in Gemini in a week and a bit. Well, it's not that far away, is it? About the 18th, is it? Something like that. So on this note, and in this sort of eclipse season that goes on for quite a long time, take good care and have a wonderful week. Thanks for joining me. Ka kite. Cherry.